Hey folks, what's going on? It's my day off, and hopefully I can have a real day off. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I'm on call, so I have to eat my words now, but hopefully the pager will remain quiet. People are doing their jobs, but I wanted to get back to you. I'm listening to, today is a day of house cleaning and listening. Probably mostly listening. I actually need to practice too. My latest band, besides Indrima, is called now the Jewel Beast. We were going to call ourselves working title, and it's all going to work out. Patio furniture, like Patio said when he commented to my video, no one really ever quits patio. You just don't show up, and it's like that, So no stress about that. Um, but I rehearsed last night with the Jewel Beast, and we're working towards being able to gig by May. I just love it. I love working with musicians who are in it for the love. Was talking last night about how excited I was about the tunes that Corey, the main guy, is writing and what could happen. And he said, man, I'm just trying to get these tunes together. I just want to hear these tunes. That's his whole motivation. That's just killer. Those are the kind of people I like to work with. He's not even thinking about trying to make a record or nothing. He's hoping we have enough tunes by May to do a gig. It's just the joy of realizing these ideas that he has, this music he hears in his head. I love working with people like that. That's where it's at. So I need to do some rehearsing and learning and working on my parts for the tunes. But this morning I started by watching a few videos. I watched the Jeff and Teddy videos again. My God, Jeff, Teddy, you guys are brilliant. Those videos are so creative and funny. So funny. I swear, if there's any video that's been on here that I've seen related to the vinyl community that deserves to go viral, I mean truly viral, it, it's the both of them, but the one where you, Jeff, you're sitting there and you're showing the Edgar Winter, and then you get to the Harvey Mandel, and no, my copy is not pristine, but I got it. That's the dope, man. That is just so funny. Jeff, you're a natural comedian, and Teddy, you are monstrously creative. You played your part perfect, just perfect. In watching back, I noticed you kind of shuffling around seeing your shadow on the carpet, shuffling around behind the speaker. You guys pulled it off. Amazing. So what I really wanted to do right quick is to just say, besides watching some videos, starting to watch some videos, because I do want to watch some, I'll never catch up. But there are my favorite people that I want to watch. And I want to try to catch some other folks like Captain Zoot. I want to catch up to him. Some people I just vibe with more. It has to do with our taste. I love everyone, though. Just some people, what they're playing and listening to is just like, it's like, I love you as a person, but man, this music is just, man, it's not, I just don't see it. So I just noticed my lamp is right behind my head looking like a damn uh, Shriner's cap or some kind of shit. So I'm going to move that. I want to get to it. It's going to be in my title, so you know what. The main thing I want to share with you is I was just listening again, first to Solar System. And I'm going to get to schematics for a blank stare here again, because I really do appreciate this music you guys send me. And I'm listening to disc 2 of Major Heave. And people, I want to honestly just blow up Ollie Rules. Slow movement is dope. Chris, this is dope. Slow movement. We'll see what the rest is like, but I had to stop after listening to that. Shoegaze, drone, atmosphere. You got it, man. You got the sound. And also the composition, the tune. I can't tell what you're saying, but your voice. I want to just let the rest of the vinyl community know, people are enthusing, and rightly so, about schematics for a blank stare. Check out Solar System, especially you guys that like shoegaze. But it's not all shoegaze, but this one, slow movement. Chris, that's fantastic. Plus, the other disc that I, started listening to, the main disc of Major Heath. A lot of variety. It's rough, many of the tracks are rough, those rough edges are there. You know what I mean? You can hear them. This is your music, Um, but it's already, your ideas are really good already, and it's just going to get better. And I really want to encourage you. I'd like to also encourage Jeff Greer, Solar System. I'd like to encourage you other musicians, including Nesbitt. God dang, I can't think of the names now. I think Viddy Zig, you shared some music with me. All the musicians that are, as well as other creative types, Big Star 1000, your music as well. Glowing Cabbage. I gave you a little bit of constructive feedback. I hope it was not too soon to give the constructive feedback. You did ask for some input. I would just want to encourage everyone to just keep your foot on the that pedal of creativity and let it flow when it feels like it. Whether or not something like a project of a comp CD or album, really a CD to me would just be, we could do that now. An album of vinyl, a precious vinyl artifact is what I'd like to go for. Whether or not that happens is beside the point. I love the fact that we have this medium now where we can just share our music instantly. Please do, people. Share more. With that in mind, I want to try to share some more thoughts. Mr. Platypus gave me a compliment on the family photos that I showed recently, and he said he wished that more VC members would do such. I'm going to agree with him and ask. Maybe we could make that as a thread. I'll post it as a thread idea. Show us your life, or show us your family, your loved ones. Would you care for us to meet your better half, if you have one, or if you have kids, or if they're grown, or if there's just some cool pictures from your life that you would not mind sharing? I think that would be fun to see. So I want to chime in with Mr. Platypus that I'd like to see people do that as well. VC is huge, and it's beyond I know it's bigger than this comfortable feeling of a living room that I get from it. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people now associating themselves with the VC. I couldn't possibly align myself with everyone physically on here, but as a phenomenon, I just really want to embrace it, I want to continue to encourage it. I love the fact that it's growing, it's not important for me to be connected to each and every member, but I want to say through these words that I feel a part of each and every one of you, the entire community. It's a fantastic thing. I look forward to, and I'll state this, maybe someone else has stated it, but I'll state it since I'm digging it. I look forward to when the VC breaks through and gets some kind of media public recognition. I think it's just a matter of time, as a positive phenomenon. I think the VC, what got started a few years ago by people before me, is incredible. I think it merits noting by the world at large, and I predict that it's just a matter of time before someone throws some light our way. And I'm hoping, the reason why I think it'll take so long is because this is a positive thing happening here, and it really needs to stay positive. And as long as that's the case, it's going to take forever to get noticed. If something really shitty and negative happens here, of course, that's going to be the first thing that gets attention is controversy. I ain't about that. And that's what we have to deal with every day, is some kind of somebody's head exploding, some kind of fucked up shit. That's why I cuss so much, because there's just so much negative shit. I'm just reflecting it back. But I predict that this VC thing will eventually catch the general public's media's attention. Maybe YouTube will finally recognize, if we generate enough hits or somebody makes enough money with their ads, because it's all about those numbers and that money. The most worthless thing on this planet is what everything is based on. That, don't get me going, but do you hear what I'm saying? Notice how I'm saying it. I'm trying to say it like, hey, people, can't we wake up to this? We can't change it overnight, or maybe we can't change it, but let's just wake up to what we've done to ourselves. God, we value this stuff. We value stuff and not us. And look at the mess of this planet. Okay, back to the original thought. VC is the bomb. All parts of it, all age groups, all genres of music. I sincerely think it's a matter of time before we merit some sort of media articles, positive. And that's why, like I say it again, because it'll need to be positive. It'll take a long time. I think the other thing I had in mind, I'm always having a number of things I like to share, hoping to hear from the record company something today. But I'll share, I listened last night. I stayed up late and did some listening. And I'll share a little bit more about my what I bought yesterday. This Operacion Nafta Kavuru with the very strange cover. Now that I look at it more closely, it's really grotesque and sickly beautiful at the time. Can you see where it's like that's the edge of a picture of someone's head, and then that's like rib cage? It's sickly beautiful. This record was recorded on a Walkman, it turns out. And again, it's just one of those sessions where these people made a joyful noise. I love it. I listened to this all the way through last night, and I love it. But the surprise find of yesterday, and I found one, folks. TiVo. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, okay? Wow. This is definitely acid, stoned, junked out freak music. Primitive as hell. I'll tell you what, at first I was going to diss it, because when it first comes on, you hear the primitiveness and the fact that the musicians, the drummer can just play. He's not good. He can play. He can do what he's supposed to do. But once it gets going and then the vocal thing gets started, it's like, what is the vocalist doing? What is he singing through? And it's down in the mix, so it's like you could completely miss this music. You have to kind of, oh, this is killer. This is, I found something, guys. Sequoia Flame, Infinite Groove, Cool Ranch Dressing. Do you guys have TiVo? I think there's many other people who I'm not thinking of that, Sonic Youth, people that like Sonic Youth. Wow. I mean, he's using some kind of effect on the voice, but it's buried, and to the point that it's like, how much is effect and how much is this person's voice? What's wrong with them? They sound like they're on, the person sounds almost not human. This is wild. I found something here, folks. TiVo, Early Teeth. I tried to find some information about this, and this is a vinyl release of apparently something they put out on CDR only out of Finland back in 2003 and 4. So TiVo, I found something here, folks. This is killer. Again, not for everybody, but folks that like that stoner rock, acid, psychedelia. I mean, we're talking about not obvious psychedelia, but hard, I'll call it hardcore, where it kind of just, once the effect takes on, it caves your head in. This is excellent. TiVo. So there's more I'd like to say, and depending on how I'm feeling today, I may get back on here and try to talk to y'all some more. I love the vinyl community. Oh, I did post. I was looking at McSopey, and he had just found some great records, and so it prompted me to pull my copy of the Ginger Baker. This is not what I generally go for, but I particularly like the opening track on this album. But what I also like about this album is I like how they do a version of it's a Cream song. Ba ba da 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 da. They do a big version of it on here, but I love the inner cover too. I love that. Yeah, and just in general, I like this cover too. Just to me, one of the excellent covers from the '70s. I just like that aesthetic, you know, very psychedelic. Okay. So, just in general, I'm just giving love to everybody. If I didn't say your name, it isn't, you know, because I'm not thinking of something right now about you. Oh, I am. Okay. See, I got to keep going here. Stefan73 is having that 300 subscribers contest, and someone in a comment said to me, well, surely, Dereck, you have some Savage pencils, so I had to look to see if I do. And I only have one that I can find, which is Headache by Big Black. So this is also for Stefan73's comic response. And I put this on, and my days of digging Big Black are behind me, but TiVo this is the kind of stuff that goes together, okay? So as a matter of fact, after I'm done, I'm going to put this on, and I'll bet you, now that I've had an adjustment from really letting this take effect, I'll be able to get back to Big Black. Have a great 24, I was going to say have a great 24 hours. These videos are seen whenever and however, so let life be good to you. Know that each one of us, that you have the power to make your life better.